In this video, we'll continue learning about documentation with comments. The final comment type, the Javadoc comment, is used specifically to create API documentation. As you learned in a previous lesson, API documentation is a description of methods related to a specific class or set of classes. This Javadoc comment format makes it easy for developers to create API documentation because the Javadocs program automatically translates the Javadoc comments into the API format. Here's an example of a Javadoc comment that is automatically converted into the proper API format. Let's take a look at how you can implement this yourself. In general, while there is some flexibility in what is included, Javadoc comments follow a specific format. They first start with a one-sentence description of the method's function, then a pre- and post condition, and block tags. Notice that each line starts with a star. This is not required, but is usually the convention followed by most programmers. Let's dive into each of these with an example method that you've already written. Here is a common getName method used to return a name stored in an object. The first thing that you need to do is to provide a brief description of what the method does. In this case, the method getName returns a string name of the object to the program. You'll use this description as the first sentence of the Javadoc comment. Next, you'll want to describe the precondition for the method. Preconditions are conditions that must be true prior to the execution of the program in order for that code segment to behave as expected. Often, preconditions explain what parameters need to be successfully input into the program in order for it to work. There is no expectation that the method will check to ensure preconditions are satisfied. In this case, what needs to be true in order for this method to work correctly is that there needs to be an existing object. As a result, your precondition is that an object must be initialized. Next, let's look at the post condition. A post condition is a condition that must be true after the code segment is executed. They specify the expected state or result of the program after the method runs. Programmers write method code to satisfy the post conditions when preconditions are met. In this case, the post condition is fairly simple. You can state that the method returns a string name from the object. The final elements in the Javadoc comment are the block tags. Block tags follow the format @tag and provide additional information about the code segment. Common block tags are @param and @return, which indicate the method's parameters and return values. Each block tag needs to be on a separate line. In this example, the only block tag that you can add is a return value, since there are no parameters in this problem. You can write @return to indicate that there is a return value, the name of variable that is being returned, and a description of what that variable does. In this case, you are returning the variable name, which is the name of the object. As shown here, the Javadoc comments go directly before the relevant method or class so that the Javadocs application knows what to associate the comments to. When this code is run through the Javadoc application, it will take the information provided in the comment and translate it into an API format. Now, when other programmers want to use getName, they can read the comment in the class file or find the API documentation that was created through Javadoc. Now it's your turn to put documentation with comments into practice.